What's going on, guys? It's Colin here for NextGenTactics, and I'm bringing you some Battlefield Bad Company 2 gameplay. I'm running the Rec0n kit, and that's something that you guys have asked for, and I haven't really delivered, other than maybe a squad deathmatch with a 4x scope. So I wanted to play an objective game type with a bolt-action sniper rifle, and I start this out with the regular scope. I do switch very briefly to the 4x scope, but go back to the regular, because it was sort of a situational change, and then after I make the change, I wind up in a situation where it's essentially useless. So I decided to run the regular scope for the duration of this match, and I wanted to put this up because, well, for two reasons. First of all, I do have a gaming PC. I have been playing Battlefield Bad Company 2 on the PC, and actually managed to make a couple of videos. And you can actually, if you want to check out sort of my noob PC gameplay, you can go over to my channel. A link to my channel will be in the description. A link to the videos in question will be in the description. I put two up over the weekend. The issue that I'm having is that I'm having a bit of a struggle with editing. So these are pretty much just straight gameplay with no editing on them, with the in-game chat included. And once I have the opportunity to figure out how to properly edit and render videos that I record in Fraps, then I will definitely start posting them here on NGT, hopefully within the next couple of days. Because what I want to talk about is preparing for Battlefield 3, making the transition to PC gaming, and then giving my thoughts on all three gaming platforms for which Battlefield is available, and that would be Xbox 360, PC, and PS3. But until I actually give you guys some PC gameplay here on NGT, I'm not going to have that discussion just yet. I will also, on my channel and here on NGT, give you my PC specs once I have some PC gameplay. And I will put the specs in my channel description for now, if you want to go check them out. But that's not what I want to talk about in this video. I want to talk about the use of the Rec0n kit in Bad Company 2, because you know that I've occasionally complained about bush Wookiees. And I'm not talking about folks that run the Rec0n kit. I'm talking about people who spawn into a game, whether, well, typically an objective game type. They do it in squad deathmatch, but if they want to do it in deathmatch, I don't care. The point's to get kills, and if you feel you can get a lot of kills sitting in a tree, then fill your boots. But I'm talking more about people who play an objective game type and come out of spawn and sit on a ledge somewhere or camp in a tree and basically think that they're helping out their team by sniping. And maybe they are a little bit, but I really think that you're more effective when you are in a position to put motion balls on the objective. So the motion sensors are probably one of the most powerful gadgets in the game, in core mode especially, where it actually locates the enemy on the minimap. But, you know, if you are just using your motion sensors to cover your own ass, then that's a pretty selfish use of the kit. You're not helping your team as much as you could be. So what I was attempting to do was get involved in capping the bases. Right here I've sped that up because I got revived, and I was running a regular scope. Wasn't really in a position to defend myself. My sidearm had no ammo left, and that's why I switched to the 4x scope. But then I wind up in this situation where I'm trying to long-range shoot with it, which is not very effective. It's kind of guesswork as far as lining up those headshots. So I just kind of fail. I do get a couple of kills with it over long range, but definitely not as effective as I could be. So I think this is the only life where I'm running the 4x scope. And I've edited out a fair bit of gameplay. This was somewhat of a slow-paced match, and the reason for that is that the opposing team are doing what I'm talking about and not doing, and that's essentially sitting back. Like right here, these snipers are in their deployment. They're up in a watchtower in their deployment. I don't even know if there's a good angle on the C flag from there, so I'm not sure what they're doing, and they're giving us the opportunity to slowly push up and prevent them from moving forward. And this was not a full 12v12 game. I think they had us outnumbered by maybe one player or so. It might have been an 8v8 game. So in that situation, if you have three Rec0n guys, that doesn't leave you a whole lot of infantry power to go take objectives. So they actually did manage to sneak out and grab the B flag real quick. So I spawned in on my squad mate and tossed down some motion balls. We're just trying to figure out where they are. There's a sniper across the street, so I don't want to stick my head right out that window. I'm going to poke over here, and now he has two of us to choose from. I'm hoping that he picks the other guy and that I'm able to pick him off. So right here I'm just able to kind of quickly pop out and outshoot him. So you will see that I'm not extremely good with this kit. Like, I'm not confident enough. I had turned my sensitivity way up so I could sort of react in close quarter situations, but I'm not good enough with this kit to think that I can effectively defend myself in a lot of close quarters battles. So I'm going to lose most of the time. So I'm not running around like a lunatic with this kit, but I am trying to position myself in such a way that I'm able to help the team and be on the flags, get motion sensors on the flags, and a bolt action rifle might not be the best choice of weapon here. But, you you know, I wanted to run it for my own amusement, for your entertainment, and I've cut out, as I said, some gameplay because it was a bit slow-paced, and I get some deaths in this game because, you know, I wind up against an assault rifle or something of that nature, and I'm just not able to do anything about it. I miss my first shot, and if you miss, you're toast. So I think there was 13 deaths in this game, and I've showed some of them. I haven't shown all of them. But right here, you know, we're able to see this guy and effectively hold down B for a longer period of time because we have motion balls all over the place. So right here, I'm going to support this medic because I know that we're getting flanked. So I'm going to chuck a motion sensor and go the other way. You can see that there's somebody across the street. So I'm basically going to pop into cover here, and I'm going to counter snipe and prevent them from attacking the C flag, or attempt to prevent them. So I spot a sniper on the cliff. I'm going to take him down. And then basically, you know, there's some inaction. So I'm going to speed it up or skip a bit. And now I see that they've capped C. So I can't figure out where they are, so I'm going to go investigate the situation. Should have switched to my sidearm at this point already. I don't, but luckily he misses as well, and I'm able to take him down with the sidearm. Now, this is a pretty vulnerable area to try and cap C, especially where they're sniping. They have eyes on that general area around the truck and the flag, so I want to duck behind this fence so I can just kind of take cover, and right there I'm getting shot at, so I'm going to just move slightly. I'm hoping that I have the advantage because I have a longer range weapon to his assault rifle, but you know, if you're not careful, then you're going to get taken down fast. And right there, you see, I'm going to get this C base capture as I was the first one on the scene to clear it out. So at this point, once again, they are sitting back, and actually they've gotten around us, and it looks like they are capping the alpha flag. So that's fine. I'm going to let them go. We're ahead by quite a few tickets, and I just want to try and clean up the lurkers up around this ridge area and then go back into the game because we have a substantial lead, but I want to shoot them so that they're not up on this ridge, bugging me. And I do like a couple of sort of quick scopes, I guess. But, you know, when you're close range, it's a one-hit kill anywhere in the body. So, you know, you can take a quick shot, and occasionally I will get lucky and get those kills. So, anyway, more just about the use of the Rec0n kit, I guess, because when I realized that there is equipment you can use in order to effectively long-range shoot, and you can spot enemies, but I personally just feel that if you're closer to the objectives, if you're close enough to be able to lob a motion ball at the objective or in a strategic area, then I think that that's a better way to play the Rec0n kit. If you know, if you're sitting back by yourself and you're occasionally tossing the motion balls out because you think that you're in danger of getting flanked, then you're using those for your own selfish purposes. Again, not helping the team out as much as you could, and you know, that's just how I approach it. So, you know, when I run Rec0n, which is rare, you know, mostly you'll see me run engineer or assault, then I do try and at least get into position to help the team as much as possible. Right here I'm pushed up fairly far. I'm just trying to I'm trying to kill these guys because they're not going to come out of their spawn. There were a couple of them that were trying to move up and take the objective, but you know, on a team of 8 or 9 or whatever they had, if you have 4 sitting back, the game's going to last forever. So rather than wait for their tickets to bleed out, I pushed up and was aggressive with my sniper rifle, and you'll see that I missed quite a bit. I'm running a very high sensitivity. Wow, it's maxed out at 100%, which some people are able to handle very, very well. I don't run it a lot, so I'm not used to it. Right here you see that I'm failing to hit this assault guy, so eventually I do get him lined up and hit him in the head. Actually, as soon as I pulled in my scope, it was right on his head, so that was pretty fortunate. And we're just spotting enemies and trying to kill them off. And they're actually capping another flag again, I think, or maybe that's us recapping B. Either way, like, they do get out of this. Right there, the medic was past our line, so he should have just bolted for an objective. And now they have B capped and A capped. So I heard that there was an engineer back here taking pot shots. I decide to head in towards their base and shoot him before going back in the action. They're not all capped. It's not like they're spawn trapped. They're just sitting back there for no reason. Well, a reason unbeknownst to me. So that's why I shot him. And I've done that a couple of times in my Conquest games, but when they get pushed back, it's frustrating if they won't come out and fight. So occasionally I'll take it to them. And so I'm going to talk a little bit, I think, about PC versus console here, and that is in the game types that are fun to play. Now, I find on console that you can occasionally run into some really strong teams that make for fun Conquest matches, competitive Conquest matches, but that's rare, and on a lot of the maps, having 12v12 the maps are a little bit too big to support that. Something like Heavy Metal, I think, is way too big to support 12v12. So the games tend to be these boring snooze fests that aren't a whole lot of fun. You have to stick with the smaller infantry-based maps in order to have a good time. So, anyway, on PC, Bad Company 2 is 32 players. Well, I mean, you can go in the server browser. You can actually pick what size of match you want to have. So in Conquest, you can go 16v16, which I find makes for more exciting games. However, 16v16 on Rush is big advantage to the defense. So anyway, that's the end of the game, 32 and 13. So I was, doing some long-range shooting, some aggressive play. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm not a Rec0n expert, but that's how I like to play it when I do play it. And expect more PC coverage here soon as I figure out my workflow. Cheers, guys. Apologize for the rambly commentary, but this is a one-take job. We'll talk soon.
Looking for an awesome free game to play? Try War-Inc. Battlezone with tons of weapons, equipment, and highly customizable characters. Sign up now and receive exclusive NGT bonus items such as 10,000 gamer points, 30-day rental of the XM8 assault rifle, and 14-day rental of the 2x XP boost item. Click the link in the description to download this awesome shooter game now, absolutely free.